So I'm going to demonstrate how we'll use both watercolor crayons and oil pastels on one composition today. So in this piece, I've decided that I would like the characters to stand out more and the environment around them to be dark, deep woods. So for the trees, I'm actually going to combine oil pastels and watercolor crayons together to show you how some of those things can work. So oil pastels are not affected by water. If you paint over the oil pastels with water, it won't affect the marks that you make. So I'll begin with that. We'll put in some nice dark colors, get the sky painted in here. And I would talk to the students about layering colors, starting with darks in certain areas, lights in certain areas, and really having an idea about their composition. Maybe because they've done several sketches before, maybe maybe they've taken some notes and they know some basics that they want to include about the color, about the emotion or expression on the faces, so they can make sure to work those things in there. So, as you can see, that is oil pastel, these blacks. Now I'm going to go over this with the watercolor crayon. And you can see it kind of rubs together a little bit, but there's not a lot of blending there. And I'm going to put a couple different colors in and then demonstrate how you can use the water to blend the color a little more. Okay, we'll get this last tree in here. And I'm also thinking about the lighting, which you should encourage your students. So I'm going to have some sort of light, maybe the moonlight, because it's dark, so it'll be some soft lighting. I'm actually going to add a little bit of that lighting in with the watercolor pastel as well. Demonstrate a little of that. Okay, and you can see I'm just really mixing very loosely the color because I'm going to paint over it. And we'll see how that's affecting. Okay, so as we brush, we can see the black stays sort of where we applied it, but the green and the yellow just sort of begin to blend together. Now your students will be working on much smaller pieces, most likely, so there won't be quite as much to paint. This is quite a large surface. Okay, and I'm going to add an additional color down in here to create a little more shadow. Okay, and this is just to give you an idea of how you can use these materials with your students. Okay, I'm going to fill in all these areas here. And we will finish painting in the trees. Normally you would be painting on a flat surface, on a desk or a table, unless you have access to an easel. So there wouldn't be this problem with dripping, but it's always okay. You can always use mediums to cover over any mistakes, such as a drip. Like that. Okay, so that just shows you a little bit of how you can blend. And here's the before the water on this side, and the after the water on the other side there. See the difference, and we'll just fill in around our main characters. And we blend all of that together.